But JJ Redick saying this about Bronny is insane.
Bronny has earned this. Right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work.
And on top of that, the thing that irked me the most is Bronny didn't need to get paid a 4-year, $7.9 million contract that guaranteed.
That's what I've been telling everybody.
I mean, I've sure.
Good YouTube, it's your boy PGA, the Caribbean Don. Alright, y'all, we're gonna react to Flight Mike. Alright, I've been watching his content. His content is great. He has the same basically opinion that I have as well about the Bronny situation. And he's a Laker fan, right? So y'all not gonna just hear it from me, y'all gonna hear it from another Laker fan who is great on YouTube and have great content. And a lot of us Laker fans feel the same way, alright? So let me know what you guys think. But let's get into it. Comment, share, like, subscribe, and let's watch this video together. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? I never thought Bronny James's entry into the NBA would be this controversial, but it seems like the media has done everything they possibly could to blow this up into a huge story, and you can't really blame them because LeBron has been fanning the flames for 3 years now.
I want to be into the NBA. I want to be on the sand. I want to be on the court with him. I think that'll be an unbelievable moment.
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my list.
That's dope.
He's number one on my list that I want to play with.
And this is despite Bronny saying during the pre-draft process that he doesn't care who he plays with.
And not playing with your dad, like for you, or like what went to it from your perspective?
No, never. My dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course, get to the NBA, which is everyone's end goal is here. And I never thought about just playing with my dad, but of course he's brought it up a couple times. But yeah, I don't think about it.
But to be honest, that's all a bunch of bullshit. Because if he really wanted to carve out his own legacy and his own name, he would have went back to USC. He has a lot of development he needs to do. Look, there's nothing wrong with riding the coattails of your father to greatness or to getting a job. In my opinion, I don't think anything's wrong with the nepotism aspect of this. But there is a part of this that just feels like the Los Angeles Lakers are rubbing our faces in it. I know I've shown this clip so many times, but JJ Redick saying this about Bronny is insane.
Bronny has earned this. Right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work.
And on top of that, the thing that irked me the most is Bronny didn't need to get paid a 4-year, $7.9 million contract that guaranteed.
That's what I've been telling everybody.
I mean, I've shown you this chart before comparing him to previous second-round picks, but at the end of the day, he's LeBron James' son. But this entire offseason gives you an idea of what the next 2 years of the Los Angeles Lakers are going to look like. It's going to be all about LeBron James playing with his son. That's really about it. Anthony Davis is just chilling there, happy to be collecting a check and playing in Los Angeles. He has his ring. D'Angelo Russell's just happy to be playing with LeBron James. JJ Redick is happy to be coaching. I mean, a few months ago, he was making podcasts with LeBron James. Meanwhile, the entire Western Conference got significantly stronger. From the OKC Thunder acquiring Alex Caruso, Minnesota Timberwolves trading for Rob Dillingham, the Dallas Mavericks getting Klay Thompson, who was supposed to go to the Lakers, by the way. New Orleans Pelicans had DeJounte Murray donated to them. He was supposed to go to the Lakers as well. And the Spurs signed CP3 and traded for Harrison Barnes while also drafting Stephon Castle. The Sacramento Kings also got DeMar DeRozan, who was also supposed to go to the Lakers. And the craziest part about all of this is LeBron James was willing to take a pay cut to get any of these players, but nobody wanted to play with LeBron James at this stage of his career because they all know what the Lakers are currently.
Facts.
Not even close to contention. This isn't even a play-in team. Now, the only bright spot from this offseason is obviously the Lakers getting Dalton Connect, but with all this
that's the only good part.
Bronny James, maybe he's good at playing basketball. So, Bronny made his Summer League debut a few days ago, and his clips have been going absolutely viral. The people that are standing up for him are saying, if you watched the games, you'd know that Bronny James has been very good defensively. My biggest issue with Bronny in this Summer League is this man loves to gamble at the most unnecessary situations.
I don't know what clip y'all
Unfortunately
seen
for
that
Bronny here,
made y'all think
Castleton is right here to make sure that even though Bronny Bronny wants to gamble here for a steal, which is a horrible time to gamble, by the way. Colin Castleton's right there to get his back, primarily because this man is supposed to cut to the basket, but he never does. Because it's the fucking Summer League. Most of these players don't have basketball IQ anyway. But this, for instance, is an example of Bronny James playing stellar defense. What happens when Colin Castleton isn't there to get Bronny James's back? Well, that's when things like this happen. You can see in this particular case, there was help defense here once again. Colin Castleton's right there, yet for some reason, Bronny James just likes to chase the pot of gold and tries to get a steal. If you look at this in slow motion, you'll see that this is exactly the problem. Bronny goes for the steal, gets absolutely cooked, and Williams is able to get to the cup despite Castleton being there. And it's just this lack of basketball IQ that really just concerns me, because at this point, just look at Bronny James as a player, and a part of you's like, what do you really bring to the table, with all due respect? This is the NBA Summer League. And Awful Coaching gives a very good insight to this one play from Bronny James that just gives you an idea of how bad his basketball IQ truly is.
Okay, so Bronny James is absolutely useless in the half court offensively, so we need to get easy buckets. The Lakers have numbers of 5-on-4. Please run your lane, sprint.
That's easy stuff. That's like basketball 101.
Is Miami Heat defender getting back, and now this Lakers player trailing the plays wide open for three. Why are you not running your lane? You stop. Now everyone's back for Miami, and you're just back into ISO.
If you guys want, there's plenty of plays like that in this video, but this is kind of my concern with Bronny James. A lot of it has to do with basketball IQ. At the very minimum, that's what we were supposed to have in Bronny James. At the very minimum, we thought that LeBron James's son would have some semblance of a basketball IQ. And I'm not just looking at his stats, I'm looking at the stuff that doesn't show up on the scoreboard as well. I'm looking at how he's affecting the rest of his teammates. But I will admit that some of the hate is kind of crazy. Like when he airballed this shot during a dead period in the game. So a lot of people are saying that Bronny might be a little overhated, but at the same time, how could he not be? I mean, this is a guy that's been getting hyped up for years. He gets drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers when, with all due respect, he really wouldn't be there if it wasn't for LeBron James. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he also gets this guaranteed contract to play with the Lakers. And when he's out there in the Summer League, he just looks like he doesn't belong. I know a lot of people are just gonna say,
Mike, what about Victor Wembanyama? Victor Wembanyama had a horrible summer league.
And statistically speaking, yes, Wemby was missing shots. But you didn't look at Wemby and say this guy just simply wasn't making good basketball plays. Yeah, Wemby got dunked on by Kai Jones. But we're not making fun of Bronny for getting dunked on. Bronny's getting made fun of just for making inept basketball decisions. And I hope that changes. I mean, a basketball IQ could be developed with years in the league. And when you're LeBron James' son, then maybe that's gonna happen. And while I do understand I sound like Bronny James' biggest hater, I promise you it's not that. I really want the kid to succeed, and as a matter of fact, I kind of feel a little bad for him. I mean, again, in the case of Victor Wembanyama, he was the #1 overall pick. He's a once-in-a-generation type prospect, and when he was playing in the Summer League, he had a game where he shot poorly from the field, and then he had a game where he absolutely dominated everybody, and you saw why he was drafted #1 overall. And in the case of Bronny James, when you're looking at his Summer League performances, you're just looking for something to latch onto. One reason that the Lakers can rationalize drafting him straight into the NBA and giving him a fully guaranteed contract, which, by the way, a new thing that Shams has been doing ever since people have been calling out Bronny's contract is he would tweet out other second round picks that got a similar type of contract to Bronny. I mean, like the 41st pick in the NBA draft has agreed to a 4-year, $8 million rookie contract. I don't know, I just personally found that kind of funny. When you take a look at Bronny versus other legitimate NBA prospects, I mean, for instance, Bronny had to guard Reed Shepherd in his next Summer League game. And it was kind of a wild contrast to see these two prospects go up against each other, because on one end of the floor, you saw Reed Shepherd's smooth dribbling, his ability to easily pull up for three, and him just straight up torching Bronny. And on the other side, you would periodically see Bronny make the right decision. Like right here, he filled drilled in his lane and got a wide open dunk at the basket, which by the way is great because sometimes he doesn't make the correct basketball play, and in this particular instance, he made the right basketball play. You also saw plays like this where the play collapses and Bronny James took it in and was able to finish in traffic, which again, very impressive. But at the same time, Bronny James shot 3 of 14 from the field, 0 of 8 from 3, but he had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals in that performance. 3 of 14 from the field is crazy, but the fact that there's something that we could cling on to is remarkable. Now, unfortunately, that's not what we could say about his game versus Boston. The good news is Bronny James is very realistic in terms of where he's at currently in his NBA career, even saying that he doesn't mind playing in the G League after scoring 8 points in that performance, saying, "I'm just looking forward to any basketball I play, no matter what level I'm playing at." And the embarrassing part about this is the entire Laker coaching staff is trying to make this sound like it's completely
bunch of clowns, in my opinion. Man. Look at this guy.
Very
Look at this.
intelligent
Look at
basketball player that one day is going to be very, very successful in the NBA.
Last game of the Cali Classic, defensively, he was terrific. He had 8 or 9 possessions where, whether it was ball pressure or switching, just making plays defensively, that's been a real point of emphasis in all my conversations and the times I have been with the team on the practice floor.
But it's just so hard to envision it when he is struggling this mightily in the Summer League. Now, versus the Boston Celtics Summer League team, Jaylen Brown went viral for saying this to Kyer Gundrezic. And a huge shout out to Legends Twitter. You do a little lip reading here. Brown says, "I don't think Bronny is a pro." Kyer says, "I think he'll be on a G League for sure." And then Brown says, because of his name, he's going to be with the Lakers main. He said this in the middle of a disastrous game versus the Boston Celtics. I mean, Bronny James not only took ill-advised three-pointers that he airballed, even when he was wide open for 3, he would also airball. And it's just kind of crazy because if you remember how much LeBron was gassing up his son throughout the past 2 years,
exactly. That's the reason why people are speaking up.
Hilarious. And for those of you guys that are saying I'm being too hard on Bronny, I think you guys are forgetting that LeBron James literally would go out to the media and say that we could use Bronny on our team right now when the Los Angeles Lakers were struggling over this past year. LeBron literally
exactly.
Man, Bronny's definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Lightweight hilarious. So obviously whenever you tweet stuff like that and your son is struggling in the G League, people are gonna point and make fun of it. And personally, I just feel bad for Bronny. He seems like a nice kid. As a matter of fact, he seems like an incredible kid. Doesn't get himself into trouble, just wants to hoop, and all of the people that hate on him kind of do so by proxy of his dad. A lot of it is due to the nepotism and him getting this incredible opportunity that people have been struggling for years. For example, take Mac McClung for instance. He's 6'2", a 2-time NBA slam dunk champion, led his G League team to a championship, and then won the MVP the very next year. Bronny James is 6'2", averaged less than 5 points per game in college, and didn't even start. Mac McClung isn't in the NBA, but Bronny James is in the NBA. So I guess that's why people are so frustrated about Bronny James being provided this incredible opportunity, and then the Laker coaching staff making it seem like,
oh, he's this incredible prospect. It has nothing to do with us wanting to please LeBron.
At the end of the day, as a Laker fan and as a human, I want to see Bronny James succeed. It's just very difficult to see the roadmap to him succeeding when he's already struggling against Summer League players who are in turn going to be G League players and players that play overseas. But maybe he's just getting the jitters. Maybe the fact that there's all of this publicity surrounding him and the fact that he's LeBron James's son. A lot of people don't feel like he's deserving of the position he's in. And maybe that's rattling him a little bit. After all, he's had a very difficult year over the past year, and if there's truly a development plan in place for Bronny, maybe he develops into a very good NBA player. It's just very difficult to see that this early on, but at the end of the day, Bronny is supposed to be a developmental player. He's not supposed to be a superstar that steps in right away and plays for the Lakers. But I will say, after watching the Summer League, I cannot envision a world where Bronny James takes a professional NBA court and checks in during a legitimate legitimate NBA regular season game and plays meaningful minutes with his dad, unless if it's garbage time, and even then I would feel a little uneasy. It just seems like he's completely outmatched over there, but I think that could change one day, but I don't think that day is today. I feel like there's a lot that he has to do to get there, but he's LeBron James' son, so maybe he can do it. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about Bronny's Summer League performance? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a disaster? But apart from that, a player that was getting a lot of hype is none other than Cooper Flag, who's been dominating in Team USA scrimmages. At the same time, Caitlin Clark is officially declared war on the WNBA.
Alright, y'all, so it's all facts. All facts. Shout out to Flat Mike. Go follow him, go subscribe to his channel, and subscribe to mine. But everything that he said is all facts, okay? Bronny's not ready for the NBA right now. It is nepotism, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I do some way, somehow feel bad for him. As a human being, I want to see him succeed, but as a Laker fan, I cannot bail out the Lakers organization for doing that BS. Giving LeBron 104 max deal is crazy. Having JJ Redick, no coaching ass on the team, is crazy. And giving a $7.9 million guaranteed contract to Bronny is crazy. And for us Laker fans, the whole situation is crazy to us. We are not Hollywood. We want our team to win. That's all. That's it. That's all. All right? And a lot of y'all who are defending nepotism and defending what LeBron is doing, you guys are LeBron fans. You guys, some of y'all might be Laker fans, but y'all are more LeBron fans than Laker fans. And that's the issue that we have today. Okay? Y'all are trying to justify everything that LeBron does, even if it's wrong. You know, y'all are not holding LeBron accountable for nothing. It's like, he's like, I'm not gonna say, he's like everything to y'all. Like, LeBron can like fart and y'all gonna be like, oh, thank you, LeBron. Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't, like, y'all, like, LeBron fans, y'all cannot even accept one side of criticism. Y'all, not even one side of criticism, right? Y'all can call me a LeBron hater all y'all want, but I go to the games here and there, and I'm not rich. I spend the money that I have to go watch the Lakers and cheer LeBron on. This year I went to like 5 games. I ain't rich, but because I'm such a fan of the Lakers, and LeBron happens to play for the Lakers, I went over there to cheer them on 5 times with my wife. So if I was a LeBron hater, you think I would go over there and cheer for LeBron? No. I spent my own money to go see him play. It's not about that. It's about the fact that we have a guy who's hijacked the team and nobody wants to play with him because he's controlling everything with the Lakers. He's controlling the narrative. He has his friend as the Laker head coach, and now he has his son a guaranteed contract. And he took a max deal. So nobody wants to play with him because it's a freaking circus. That's all it is. It's a freaking circus. Nobody wants to go play here because of this. Clay didn't want to play. PG didn't want to play. DeMar didn't want to play. And he's from LA. Chris Paul didn't want to play. Nobody wanted to come over here. And that's the issue that we have today, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why y'all are having so much pushback with the LeBron and Bronny situation is because we are tired of ESPN, all these sports channel, First Day, Get Up, NBA Today. We're tired of seeing all these people who barely know basketball. Some of them have never played. They don't even know what it's like to just running down the court. Kendrick Perkins, I give you a pass. Richard Jefferson, I give you a pass because y'all played. But everybody else, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. You don't know ball. You never play yourself. You don't know shit. Y'all are just pushing a bunch of lies just because it gives y'all clout and content. And y'all don't want to upset LeBron. You want to be in LeBron's good graces. That's the issue that I have with y'all. Y'all are pushing this on our throat, pause, like it's the greatest thing on earth. The first father and son duo. We do not care as Laker fans. We do not care. This is not LeBron City. This is Kobe City. He don't deserve it. He needs to go back to Cleveland where he belongs. I would have loved that story way more if he went back to Cleveland and played with his son over there. You know? But the Lakers need to focus on rebuilding and surround Anthony Davis with young players, because the star that we really have is Anthony Davis. Yes, we have LeBron for now, but LeBron's about to leave anyway, and you give him a max deal. Why are we putting all our eggs in one basket when we know this man is about to leave? He about to leave. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And since when, as a Laker organization, are we bending over for a star player? Pause. It's freaking disgusting, man. What the hell is happening? No, I won't go for that. No, LeBron needs to leave the Lakers. He needs to leave. I cannot wait for LeBron to retire, because I honestly believe that once LeBron retired, I feel like it's going to be good for the whole NBA. Because I feel like we're going to be able to go back to just competing. And who's the best? Not, oh, let me get with this player to get better. Let me get to this player to get better. Fuck that nonsense. Let's go back to competing. Let's make it interesting. I really want LeBron to retire as soon as possible. ASAP. That's my opinion. You know? And I do feel bad a little bit for Bronny, because I know he's just riding the waves. But you did not deserve to be in the league, my guy. You can't even play college. You can't even dribble. You can't go left. You barely can shoot. And people been talking about your defense. Your defense is not that great. They put you on skate multiple times in the summer league. You know? So I know the last game you had 12 points. Whoop-de-doo. Good for you. But you're not it, my guy. You're not it. So, Rob Pelinka, you need to be fired. And JJ Redick, you do not deserve to be a Laker head coach. All you know is talk about ball. I give you that. But being a coach is totally different. And as a Laker fan, I cannot stand to have a former Clipper as a Laker head coach. It's disgusting to me. And it's a disgrace. Alright, so this year, I'm not gonna go watch the game at the Crypto Arena, aka Staples Center. I'm not gonna spend my money, alright? But I will watch the games, because I am still a Laker fan. I cannot give up on my team. But if Kobe was here, this would have never happened. If Kobe was here, LeBron would even feel the need to do what he did. He would even feel comfortable to even think about bringing his son over here and bringing JJ Redick as the Laker head coach. That's a fact. If Kobe was here, this would have never happened. That's a fact. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.